Hi everyone, good morning. Thank you for joining. Maya, wish you a happy birthday. Hope you have a great birthday.
Thank you. And I'm starting it out with a birthday gift. So yes, I had to be here. Thank you.
Good morning.
I'll call you in. Okay, so what do you guys want to know?
Nithya, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, Nithya.
Hello. Okay, so good morning everyone.
Good morning, Nithya.
Good morning.
Hope
And
you're doing fine.
Yes, I am. How are you, Swarna?
Yeah, very good.
Very nice. Okay, so hi Debbie, thank you for joining.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
Hi Charu. Hi everyone. Everyone who's here. Thank you for joining. Don't want to call out everyone's name, but I'm extremely grateful to each and every one of you. Okay, so how would you like to start today? What if today is the beginning of a new day of the rest of your life? Would you like that?
Yes, very much.
Yeah. So how do we do that? Let's start with the usual clearings. What is that? Sorry, Aditi, what did you say?
Yesterday we fought and
Yeah, everything that you're still holding on to since till yesterday, will you now just create
Yes.
Yes.
bad pot park on it? Thank you, Charu, for the hugs. So much. Okay. Okay, so what happened yesterday? Anyone has anything that happened yesterday that was so great?
Yes, I have.
One second, I'm just gonna mute everyone and unmute. Okay, you can unmute yourself, Varsha.
Yeah, so yesterday, Nithya, yesterday when I was talking to a friend, for the past few weeks or few days, I can say, I don't know, I was not aware if it happened earlier, but yesterday what happened irked me a little because everything I said in the past few days to her, she kept saying, "Hey, you don't understand. Hey, you don't understand." And that understand was not like a very regular one. It's the kind like, you know what, you don't have the brains to process it, and that's why you don't understand it. It gave me that kind of a feeling. Whereas probably in the past also she might have said it to me, but it didn't strike me as anything at all. So I don't know why that came up so much yesterday to me.
Okay. So what came up? You didn't feel good about it? Or
yeah, so what happened is, yeah, I didn't feel, it got me a little irritated. And after that, what I've been doing is every time she calls or every time a few of us are on a call, I just tend to not say anything because I don't want that to be brought up. I mean, I don't know, because I understand everything, and I've been a friend of hers for the last 12 years, and 3 years of her depression, I was, up all night listening to her when she was suicidal and all that. So I didn't think there was anything that I wouldn't understand. So it did bother me.
okay. So you have understood it, but you aligned and agreed to her point of view.
No, I didn't, because I know that I do understand. I don't know why it's bringing that up for her. So I am not judging myself for it at all. It just irritated me a bit.
What is irritation? Is that a question or a judgment? Irritation is a subtle form of judgment.
Judgment, yeah, it is. But
so there is little judgment.
And the judgment is for her or for me, I don't know. I don't think it's for me. It's more about why she's saying that. I mean, it's a judgment for her.
The way I understand it is, Anupama, if you judge another person, it's only because deep down you judge yourself. If I am really not judgment, it will not bother me. And let's just for fun, okay? You guys, when you come here, we're actually asking our brains to stop working, right? That's what we're working on. Stop thinking. So it's really good if
Yeah.
someone tells you your brain is not working, just for fun. And interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view that my friend has point of view. Just keep saying that. Because even though you say I do understand, if you get upset somewhere, you're resisting or reacting to what they're saying.
Yeah.
If we come back to the tool, interesting point of view, when you resist or react to something, one thing, if you resist, the other person has already won, already lost the game. And you resist and react only because deep down you have aligned or agreed. So some part of you maybe in the past might have thought, I'm not good enough to understand things, could be possible. So let's not make that significant. So let's start with this clearing. Everything that I've made so significant that is really not supposed to be significant till yesterday, will you now destroy? Right, wrong, good, bad. How much insignificance can I give to everything that everyone told me that does not serve me and that's not worth for me to use my brains to think about? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad,
Yes.
call, nature, boys and beyonds. And how much allowance can I be for myself that it does not bother me what anyone thinks about me or says about me? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Bad pot, pop, all nine shots, poisonous. So let's not carry yesterday. Yesterday was how many 10 seconds away? Can you guys calculate that? It was many 10 seconds away. So let's live
Yeah.
in today, this 10 seconds. So especially when you sleep, you're supposed to forget tomorrow. Sleep is like an amazing thing to forget. Sorry, you're supposed to forget yesterday. When you sleep tonight, you forget everything that happened in the day that doesn't serve you. That's true sleep. Okay. So when you sleep, everyone, what can you be or do tonight to sleep so peacefully that everything that did not matter to you does not even get into your head or your subconscious or your body? And everything does not allow you to know, be, perceive, receive, and let go of what does not serve you with so much ease. Will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good,
Yes.
bad, call, nine shots, boys and mirrors. So everything that happened over the last week that no longer serves you, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes, please.
Good, bad, call, nine shots, boys and mirrors. Okay. So
Yes.
truth, are any one of you trying to prove yourself to others or to yourself? Would you really like the other person to know? So Anupama, you know that you understood. Is it important for her to know that you understood?
No, that's why I didn't explain myself at all.
Yeah. When you don't want to explain, it's not worth getting upset over also, correct?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was not. I didn't carry it, but it stayed in my head. So since you said, "Is there anything that bothers you?" That just brought that up for me. Otherwise, I'm not really thinking about it the whole day or anything like that. But it is there in my mind, and I wanted to clear that off.
Okay. Thank you for being so vulnerable, so honest. And let's clear off. So all the residues of everything that happened last week, which you've not given so much importance to, but it's still there at the back of your mind somewhere. Are you now willing to destroy and uncreate all that residual energy to start a
Yes.
new day beyond your wildest imagination? And everything
Done.
that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So what can you be or do different today to create something that is beyond your wildest imagination, that you've never even imagined before? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, receive, and become that, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, all the trauma and drama that happened last week, and all the residual energies that you're still carrying on to, if any, are you now willing to destroy and uncreate all of that for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. What can I be or do different today to respond to every situation that shows up with lightness and ease? And everything that does not allow me to become lighter moment by moment, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. So let's talk
Thank
about.
you.
Thank you. Are you feeling better?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. So what else? Anyone else?
Yes,
Nithya,
Nithya, I was telling you actually.
Yes, Varsha. Was that Varsha? I'll come back to you.
Yes. So I was saying that yes, yesterday, after a long time, I revealed a truth within myself. So I require, please do some clearings associated with all that beliefs of my past so that I can easily let them go.
Okay. So why are you so many 10 seconds away from now? Just a thought.
Definitely, I'm loving some story making, storytelling, and some part of that.
Yeah. So let's say this. Let's. This 10 seconds is a gift. This moment is a gift. And if you want to be the gift of the moment, which you can be, having anything of the past, even if it was, let's say 8 o'clock in the morning, even if it was 1 hour ago, I lose this moment. I lose the gift that this moment offers me, right? So everywhere, I would still like to live 10 seconds in the, so many 10 seconds in the past. Instead of being present, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poison guns. And when you said you heard a truth, you don't have to tell us what it is, but did that truth make you feel not good?
No, it was not like, at least actually I revealed to myself and I found lightness that yes, that was the truth. I felt light actually after revealing it to my own self.
Okay, then
I
what
didn't
was,
feel good or bad, anything regarding that. Just lightness was there that since years I was searching for this thing and now I came to know. Thank God I came to know. That's it.
no, just one second.
okay, so you're in a good space. Then what bothered you? Varsha? Okay, I can't hear you. But let's do this. So everywhere we are living, so many 10 seconds in the past, instead of being in the present, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And whatever the acknowledging the truth brings up for you that seems so uncomfortable, but actually is going to lead you to something really comfortable because you've let go of the lies. Are you now willing to perceive the truth for what it can create for you?
Yes.
Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive it that way, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And one more tool is, what is right about this that I'm not getting? When you're not sure what's happening, just keep on asking, what is right about this that I'm not getting? What is right about this that I'm not getting? What is right about this that I'm not getting? So whatever happened yesterday that is bothering any of you, are you willing to look into what this is teaching you, what this will create for you if you acknowledge the truth, and if you're willing to let go of all the lies and everything that does not allow you to know the truth for what it is, with allowance and no judgment, and to let go of all the lies, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Everything that does not allow you to become lighter and lighter moment by moment and live as though this 10 seconds is the only truth, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And all the significance that you've given to the past to make it still true this moment, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. How much insignificance can you give to everything around you and to yourself so that everything is just fun and nothing is really significant? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So everything you made significant in the last week that has somewhere bothered you or screwed you or still affects you, are you willing to destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. This is a new week. So what's the best thing about the 10 seconds? It is different from any other 10 seconds before. So are you willing to embrace the difference of the moment? All of you?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And that's the simplicity. You can let go of anything in 10 seconds. That's all it takes. So everywhere, you're not able to perceive that you can let go of everything in just 10 seconds. And where you decide you require more time for it, and where you've decided you're slower than what you can actually be, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all natures, boys and beyonds. And all of you who love to be stuck and to justify all the reasons why you're stuck and to tell yourself that you're definitely stuck, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all and take
Yes.
the first step forward?
Yes.
Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So even one step forward is still a step forward. And that's all. That's where we start. And in 10 seconds, one small change, we're already forward.
Yes.
And when time is just an illusion, it doesn't matter. Move at your own. With the willingness to move little forward every second. That's what matters.
Yes.
Did I clear something for you, Varsha? Or is there something?
Of course, a lot, a lot. Thank you so much, Nithya. Thank you.
Varna, did you want?
Yeah. Are you able to hear me, Nithya?
Yes.
I just going back to the previous clearance where you said no, somebody is trying to prove somebody else. So generally, when there is a disagreement of thoughts, generally we try to prove our own perspective about the particular situation, right? That generally happens, whether we want to outright speak or it is there in our mind, but still it is there in the mind, right? So any clearing statement for such kind of a proving perspective or the thought
Yeah.
we have?
So let's do this. So Swarna, if you really like yourself, do you have to prove yourself to anybody else?
No.
Do you have to prove yourself to you?
No, because I am myself, right? So I know what I am.
So everywhere, instead of being yourself, you would like to prove that you're being yourself to yourself and others. So you get stuck in the rightness of what it is. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyond.
Yeah.
So everywhere, all of you think. This is very funny. Thinking is not being. When you think, you're not being. So all of us think, I am being myself. I don't have to prove myself to myself, and I'm not doing that. But just by thinking that I'm not proving myself to myself, you're already trying to do that. Do you get it? That's why Gary says thinking is thinking. So let's not think. And if you try to resist saying, no, I'm being myself, I don't have to prove myself, I don't have to prove myself, then also you get caught in the energy of you're actually trying to prove yourself because you're defending to yourself. So just be. What would it be like for me to be myself, to be so light, and to know how I can be without having a need to prove myself to myself or anyone else? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poisonous. All the lifetimes we have made doing so significant that we have lost the art of how to be ourselves and the art of being in the moment, in the present. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity, and choose to be this moment?
Yes.
Everything that does not allow that times the gods are in, will you destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And everywhere you think you're right, and you want to prove you're right, because you know that you're wrong, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So most of us have this capacity to always believe you're wrong. And that's why rightness becomes important, because you want to tell yourself that you're not wrong, but you also know you're wrong. So let's do this. Everywhere you've decided you're so wrong and you really would like to be right about something in your life, so that you become right about your very own wrongness, and you end up trying to prove yourself to you and everyone else, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all boys and beyonds. What if you just have to be, and anything that you do is not wrong, neither is it right? You're never wrong. You may not be right, but you're never wrong. So it doesn't matter. Right or wrong doesn't matter. And that's when I don't have to prove my point to the other. And what if they take my point? Amazing. If they don't take my point, amazing. We can be in the same response, whether someone listens to you or not. That is a level of the different level of freedom. So everywhere I would like someone to acknowledge the point that I'm putting across, or the rightness of me, which is not possible unless you acknowledge yourself. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity, and choose to acknowledge yourself now?
Yes.
Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, for all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So now, how are you feeling now?
Very nice. Very nice. Very, very light. Thank you.
So all of us are different, and all of us just have to be ourselves.
Yes.
And being yourself, is a word, like people say, be yourself, be yourself. So it's some people are not able to figure out when you're being yourself, when you're not. So the way I understand it is, if you're happy, you're being yourself. If you're grateful, you're being yourself. Anything else, mostly you're not being yourself. Because when you're being yourself, that is the best version of you. How can that version be sad or angry or upset? So everywhere you've confused what being yourself truly means, will you now go deep within you and be that, to know how to be yourself and actually be yourself? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Wrong, good, bad, and shots, poison, beyonds. So everything that happened last week that you really don't want to see and you're not willing to see, will you now look at that really fast and let it go once and for all eternity? Everything that does not allow you to let that go with ease, instead of running away and not seeing it, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive what being yourself is, moment by moment, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and. Okay, Aditi has asked, why is Gary using it in the quotes he put? We're not supposed to use the word why. It's not you're not supposed to use it. If you don't use it, if it'll create something greater for you. So that was Gary's quote, which said, what was it? What do you need? What do you require? What do you desire? And why you're not getting it? That is the name of a class, Aditi, to get people who want to, who really believe, why am I not getting it? It is not a quote of Gary. Okay, he doesn't quote why. It's just the name of a class, especially for people who believe that I'm not getting anything in my life, is to clarify that. And it came out, I think it was a couple years back that he announced this class, which was what do you need, what do you require, what do you desire, and why you're not getting it. Because a lot of people confuse between what is a need, what is a desire, what is a requirement. And most people believe they're not getting what they desire. Okay, let's do this. How many of you think that you don't get what you desire? Okay, 1, 2. What if you're not getting it because you're thinking you're not getting it? Are you willing to change that thinking? Yes, I will share the recording with you later. It'll be posted on the group, on the same Google Drive link. So what if you're so powerful that whatever you think is right? So if you think I'm not getting what I desire, you will exactly create that. So everywhere you think that you're not getting what you desire, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poison ones. And is that really true, Aditi? I'm sure it's not true. At least 90% of the times, what you think is happening. It's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So if 10% something doesn't happen, why is there attention on? Why is that so significant that what I wanted did not happen? Yeah. So everywhere I would like to focus on the 1 or 2 things that did not happen. Focusing on the 100 things that went my way. Will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Because that is very important. That is the reason.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, so someone is asking if there's a delay, why is it? Only there are 2-3 reasons for a delay. When you ask for something different. See, if I already have this place and I ask for this, it doesn't matter, it's already there. But when I ask for something different, The universe has to rearrange every molecule to gift it to me. And it doesn't mean I don't do anything. I also have to do little steps. So when the universe is rearranging everything, and it will show you what steps to take. If you didn't follow your awareness and take the steps, then it delays. If you unthink, so I've asked what would it be like for me to get more money, and then I think I won't get the money, it will not come. This is counteracting my ask. So if you do any counteraction in your thoughts, when you ask, you have to have the faith that it will happen. So let us all live as if all our prayers have been answered. That's the fastest way to actualize what you desire. How do you live? As if all your prayers have been answered, as if all your desires have already been answered, and it has been answered in the future. It has already been answered, it's already given to you, because the very fact that you asked it. Now if we unthink it and say it's not happening, or I think my desires are not happening, you delay it. Sometimes you can delay it out of this lifetime to the next lifetime. But the universe does not want to delay it. So believe that it's happened. Don't counteract your thinking. If it's not happened, don't keep saying it's not happened. Don't put energy on it's not yet happened, it's not yet happened. What can I be to make this happen? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And no thinking that it's not yet happened. No thinking how will it happen. Just trust it'll happen. So sometimes the delay is just because the universe is rearranging and it will come at the right time. Sometimes it's because you have thought it and delayed it. It could be either case. So instead of saying there is a delay, the minute I say there's a delay, I've delayed it even more. Your point of view creates your reality. So I cannot even, don't even think or say it is delayed. Or why is it delayed? Why is not a question? Why is a conclusion? So what if it is already there for you and is just coming your way? It's coming your way. And then you say, why is it delayed? You've already stopped it. So everywhere you like to delay stuff, so that you can prove to yourself that you're not as powerful as you are, and you can prove to yourself that you're pathetic, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So everywhere you don't acknowledge your own power, that when you say something is delayed, it gets delayed just because you are that powerful. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. And this is when I started this, some of the clearings with significance. Don't make your desires so significant. Anything that you make significant is like so important. And then 2-3 thoughts happen there. One is, if I get it, I don't know what to do next. So my whole purpose is to get that. After that, I don't know what to do next. So let me delay it, because otherwise it will not be fun. Let me have this whole thing of delaying it and making it so important. Let me really work hard for that because it's so important. So everywhere I've made my desires more significant than who I am and my own power of creation. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I have calibrated myself and my power of creation based on that one desire that has been delayed. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And sometimes we think that, money is what I desire. Not all of us, few of us maybe, you're like, money is so important for me. That's what I desire. But when you dig with when you go into your being, probably that's not what you really desire at all. There are many things more important than money in life, right? So there are other things. Maybe your happiness is what your being is looking for. Maybe your mind is telling you this is what you desire. Maybe your mind is telling you that, this desire doesn't happen is what I really want. But what if that's not what you really want?
Nithya?
Yes.
Hi, Nithya. Nithya, you mentioned something like, you're so powerful that if you say delayed, things are going to be delayed. If you say something, it'll, get actualized. In that case, don't we have to, look, I'm using the word careful. Don't we have to be like really careful with what we say and what we think?
You have to, yes, you have to, if that's the power you have, the responsibility is in being aware of everything you say and think. It makes life better. Don't even think of what you don't want. It makes life easier.
And then we say that thinking is thinking. So everything boils down to like thinking, right? Okay, what are we going to, are we, okay, it all boils down to thinking carefully. And then we say, don't think, be aware. I mean, this is something that I want to get clarified. we say we need to be aware, but then a lot of times we use our mind for it. Then it comes to the point that we are thinking and we are not being aware. So could you clarify this?
Yeah, sure. So see, this 10 seconds, this present is what matters, right? So if I'm already thinking about something of the future, how do I actualize? Not a question. If I'm thinking of what will happen in my future, I've lost a little of my presence in this moment. So what am I doing? I'm playing lesser than what I actually can be. So when we say thinking is thinking, one is it makes you less present. Two is thinking is thinking. That whole statement is based on judgment, not based on I think a question. And it's usually asking a question, not thinking a question. So when I have one judgment, when I think, okay, I don't know how this will happen in the future, there are 25 judgments underneath it saying that, okay, it'll never happen because you made a mistake, or you don't have the money, there's no way of this happening. So one thought has so many thoughts underneath, and all those thoughts underneath have so many thoughts underneath. So it takes you in a downward spiral when you think, when you try to think a solution. So ask questions and don't try to think how it will happen. The universe will make it happen. When you don't think, when this is free, and when you're fully here, what comes here is awareness, not actually thought. And how do you differentiate is awareness will feel light. Even a negative awareness, even an awareness that a person is lying, will still feel light. Judgment will feel heavy. So when you're thinking, it is highly likely you get into judgment. Now, it's a really good thing to be careful about what you think, to always live as a question. That being said, don't be afraid of that makes it even worse when you're afraid of what should I think, or when you judge yourself saying I'm not aware. These stop it. And let's just take this conversation. When I'm talking to all of you, if in the back of my mind I think I don't know if I answered Kanika right, or if I don't know I'm doing the right thing, I'm spending little of my energy in thinking in the background or doubting myself. So this is how thinking sometimes subtly happens. You are present, at least you perceive to be present, but then there's some thought in the background that's happening. So when that thought doesn't happen in the background, when I don't think anything and I'm talking, then the being that I be is much, much more. The value that I can give is much more.
Yeah, and thank you. I mean, that clarifies a lot. And also, you mentioned a part where thinking takes you to a point where you make things significant, right?
Yes.
So, and the whole point is not to be in the significance of things, because again, that boils down to you being living in judgment, then you projecting and expecting and all that stuff kind of rolls over, right? When you make anything significant.
Yeah, when you make something significant, it's more important than you. And then you have to have reasons and justification of why it's not happening. You get into the thinking cycle. What if nothing is significant? Even you are insignificant. And then if you're just in a game, this whole earth is a game, and you're just playing it. Will you play with fun, or will you play with caution? What happens if I lose? What happens if I don't think right? What happens if I make a mistake? Or will you just play for fun? So that's how we look at it. Just be there for fun. And responsibility, you have a responsibility to own your thinking, but responsibility itself means responding with ease. So take that responsibility of thinking with lightness, with fun. How much better can I respond today? Not like I have to be so cautious, I have to be careful about everything I think. So the very fear that I have to be careful of everything I think, you will lose the game there. You will not lose the game, you will lose something in the game there. So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and create it all?
Yes.
For all nations, boys and beyonds. And it's okay, it's a game. So if you lose the plot, it's fine. You can figure out the plot again. So no, we don't have to be so cautious about everything. And that's why when you're happy, you're present. When you're really happy, you're really not thinking about what happened yesterday or what's going to happen next. You're here, right? So the easiest way to be present is happiness. And true happiness, not like I'm acting like I'm happy. Not like acting in front of someone I'm happy, but inside I'm like thinking, oh no, not that. When you're really happy, then the presence is just there. Easiest way to be present. So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and create it all?
Yes.
Right. All nine shots, boys and beyonds. Did I answer your question, Kanika?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. It just, the significance is so prevalent in my life, in the sense I go into like deep, I I make everything very significant, and that takes a lot of my mind, that takes a lot of thinking, which is where I get stuck most of the time. So yeah, all of this, the tools that you gave was amazing. Nithya, thank you so much.
So how insignificant can I be so that life just becomes a game and I play life with ease, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong,
Yes.
what talk, all nine shots, poisonous. Nothing is significant. Nothing. Nothing is significant in life. Then it's ease. And the only thing that is important in life is the air you breathe. Everything else is not even required for you to be alive. So if the air you breathe is what is the most important thing. So for me, if we can all avoid wearing masks, right, I think that will be like so amazing. That's what I'm asking for, because it kind of touches the air you breathe at this point. And this is the point when we've come to a point where everyone is in fear and panic and wearing masks and all. It is even important for each of you to be more happier, even important to be more present. That's the way we can change this situation, not by us making other things. And nothing is significant. That's what this virus has taught you, right? So many people are like, I don't know what to do with my money. So many people are like, I don't have work anymore. It just showed us, it's just showing us nothing is significant. What keeps you alive is what the planet is gifting you for free: the air and the water and the food. So it went to a state where even it's hard to get food. So these are these, like, if you go back to basic science, I don't remember the subject, what it was called science when I was young. Basic, or maybe it was social studies, I don't remember. Please forgive me for that.
Civics,
You need
history.
food, history, okay. You need only food, clothing, and water, and shelter for survival. Food, shelter, some 3 things. And the air was not in it because it's taken for granted that we'll always have air. Food, clothing, shelter.
So this is roti, kapda, makan.
That's thank you, Uncle, for catching.
Social studies.
Social studies it is, yeah. So nothing else is significant. If you have enough air, we have more than enough air. If you have good air without a mask, and if you have enough food to eat, you're in a good space. And you have a shelter, you're in an extremely good space. In this 10 seconds, everything is perfect. In this 10
Does
seconds,
Nithya, does planning require significance, in the sense of, for example, I'm organizing a Rakhi get together here, okay? Raksha Bandhan get together. So my mind does go into the planning part of it. The how part of it also goes, okay, there'll be a caterer, there'll be little decoration and stuff. So the thing is, line by line, I may start making these little things also significant, because according to the planning that I am doing. So is that also something that I need to work upon and ask how much fun I can have in all of this? Yet I am doing a little bit of planning with things. So
see,
does that...
planning is not wrong. Form and structure is not wrong. We just say no form, structure, no significance to make life easier. It doesn't mean you exclude it. There's also another commandment in Access: no exclusion. So in some places, form and structure is required. So I have to minimally put give a WhatsApp link for you guys to come to this call, right? I can't do it without anything. I can't just say everyone will show up here without me doing any planning, without me posting anything. So there is a doing part, there is a planning part. Now the difference is, when I ask a question, it'll feel light, whatever I do and plan. And what you said is correct, with fun and ease. Now what you're doing here is, you're planning with fun and ease, but then you're asking yourself, did I make it significant? So that's why I posted yesterday that judgment itself is not wrong. And when we study all these commandments, that no exclusion, I get into, did I exclude? No judgment, did I judge? So we get into the wrongness of even the tools that we've learned. Am I being the tools? Did I not follow this tool properly? So that is a judgment. So it's okay, judgment is not wrong. Not following the tools is also not wrong. The presence is the most important. When I'm present, consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. So when I'm present, if I have to plan, I shall plan. I shall know what to do. If I have to do, I will do what is required. So we can't get away without planning or doing or executing or implementation, because we are here in a world to do. But when I'm doing, also I'm being something. So can I be the greatest when I do? That's what we look for. So everywhere I would like to judge myself for not using the tools or becoming the tools or applying the wisdom that I have. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all nine shots, poison yours. Just do everything lightly. It doesn't matter. And if you make a mistake in the planning, no problem. And that's when you're doing it right. So when you make a mistake and you're like, oh, let me correct it, that is no form, no significance, because you're willing to change and adapt. Not that I stopped the planning. Okay. Yeah. So everywhere I've made the tools so significant, and I have judged myself for not being them properly and got into more judgment because of that, will you destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all natures, boys and girls. How much fun can I have in being the tools, and how much fun can I have in knowing that I was not using the tool? Everything that does not allow you to have fun with everything, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all natures, boys and girls. It was like, oh, I judged myself here. Oh, I did not use interesting point of view. How funny, like that. Not, oh my God, I didn't do interesting point of view. I changed the whole thing. I went into judgment. Why am I so bad? So that is not that's not where it is. Like just one step forward. And moment by moment, every moment is different. In 10 seconds, it's okay to make a mistake. In 10 seconds, it's okay to judge. In 10 seconds, significance is okay. But it's not okay for the whole day or the whole week or the whole month. So everywhere, I decided that I lost the plot in 10 seconds and I'm not able to come out of it. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and girls. Because if you lose the plot in 10 seconds, you can come back to the plot in the next 10 seconds. Does it make sense, guys? I hope I'm not going overboard on anyone's head.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Clarified a lot of stuff.
Okay, someone has asked, I have no idea what do you mean by access. Someone here. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. I don't know what access number means, Aditi, so I can't talk about it. Are you asking the 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 4s and all that? Okay, that's a foundation class. It's not supposed to be given in clearing calls. Could you guide with being more proactivity and being more proactive and prompt in daily life? Yes, Anupa. Everywhere you've judged yourself that you're not at all proactive. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, men. That is not a question. And what can you be to be the best version and everything you can be at every moment without judgment? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, someone has written, Hema has written, sometimes consciously or unconsciously, I become too attached to certain specific outcomes to certain situations. When these outcomes don't materialize, it becomes difficult for me to come to terms with my idea of the outcome not happening. Almost like my fantasy didn't come true. So Hema, if you've decided that's a fantasy, it will not come true. Fantasy itself means, what does the word mean? It will not happen. It's too good to be true. So why is it a fantasy? Live as if your prayers have been answered. When you say it is a fantasy, it shall not come true. So wherever you've decided that whatever your desire is so much that it can happen only in fantasy worlds and not on this planet, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. See, when the outcome doesn't materialize, you have delayed it with your thinking. Because when you think the outcome has not materialized, that is enough to stop it. But what if you don't get that outcome, the universe is giving you something even better? Wouldn't that be fun? Is it fun? Is it fun for you to like think, I want this house in this color, exactly this place, exactly this location, and then you get the exact same thing? Is that even fun?
Yeah.
Sorry?
No.
No, it's actually boring. If all your dreams come true, you'll get bored. So everywhere, all of you are not actualizing your desires because then you'll get too bored. Will you destroy and uncreate?
Okay. Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poisonous. And what can you be or do different to ask for your desire and allow the universe to gift it to you in ways beyond your wildest imagination? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poisonous. Is that not the fun of living? I ask for a house, I don't know where it'll be, how it'll be, when it'll come, what color it'll be. Isn't that more fun? And the universe gives me whatever is the best? Or is it more fun to say, it has to be here, it has to be like this, it has to be that way, and it has to look like this? And worse, it already belongs to someone else. And that's what you want. Choose ease, guys. Which is easier?
Leave it to the universe.
Yeah, leave it to the universe. I don't have to break my head. How means the universe. I don't know if I've told it in the last calls, but how is not your job. The universe will figure out the how. If you just say, universe, I would like this, And if you're not stupid enough to say, I will not get it, I don't know how I'll get it, I don't know when it will come, I don't believe in myself, if you don't think like this, then it comes. If it doesn't come, that's not probably what you want. You might think money is the highest priority, me getting the house is the most biggest thing in my life, but probably if you look, your happiness or your consciousness or the way you help others might be of higher priority. So everywhere I have misidentified all my priorities in such a way that I don't even know what I would like and what is real and true for me. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. And maybe few of you are doing this. If not, also it's fine. But I perceive few of you are. Everywhere I have made one priority so significant that I don't allow this priority to actualize. And because this is so significant, I don't allow all my other priorities also to actualize. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So we will infinite being make everything of equal priority, equal insignificant priority. Wow, I just made that up. Equal insignificant priority. Then it actualizes. But if you say me getting my job is so important, more important than my health, more important than my money, because you made that significant, it delays. And because everything else is not important, that also doesn't happen. So what can I be or do different to realign my priorities in such a way that everything is so equal, so insignificant, so that I just receive it with ease? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I know that if I don't attach to the outcome, the universe will gift it to me faster, but I still want to control everything and attach to the outcome. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. And everywhere I have too much energy and I have no idea what to do with it. So I try to control each and everything in my life, including the outcome. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all? And use the energy in more constructive ways that will create something greater for you and everyone else. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So let's do this. Where can I, all the extra energy that I have, which I use to judge myself, I now destroy and uncreate it all, and I choose to focus the energies this week to create something greater for me, my body, and everyone else. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, I destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I don't have enough energy, are you willing to destroy and uncreate that? And allow the universe to gift you with so much energy to actualize all your desires in faster and better ways than you can even imagine.
Yes.
Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, I hope I answered. I gave you the question, Hema, for you to ask for what you've asked. And next. Thank you, Charu. Thank you for your lovely words. Thank you, Swarna. What can I be to stop thinking? Namrata, please ask that. What can I be today to stop thinking? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Good question. Someone is asking, can I still ask for significant specific desires? Yes, ask for desires. Ask for whatever you desire. Don't attach significance to how it will come, when it will come. And more than, if you don't make your desire significant, the universe will show you what is that within you that you would truly like to actualize. So there are two ways. One way is, this is what I desire, this is what I desire. The other way is, universe, you have given birth to me, you've given me so much power. What do you desire of me? So if you don't make your desire significant, then the universe is like, see, I desire for you to be this happy, and for that I desire to give you this much money. Things like that show up. Even if you are asking for money and you ask for 10,000, what if the universe is willing to give you so much more than that, even something beyond money? Are you going to maybe stop that? So you might stop that. And that being said, it's not wrong to ask for what you desire. Ask for it. Just don't have expectations of when it will come. Leave the how to the universe. No expectations, projections, separations, rejections on how it will happen. But asking a desire is not a judgment. And asking a desire is what you can do, should do, in the form of a question?
Sometimes it does happen that you have to build muscle for it, because when you say money and don't attach significance to it, for people who need money to pay their bills and don't have that, they will attach significance to it. So I think we just have to develop the muscle to do, or ask your desire to the universe and let go of it. Like, just wait for it to
It's like building a muscle. So have
Yeah.
fun. And when you go to the gym, the first day you try to build a muscle, something will pain. You're like, oh, this is not what it is. But when you do it for 5-10 days, it starts working, right?
Right. Yeah.
Let's do it that way. Okay, Saina is saying mother passed away in India. So Sunina, sometimes, when someone is in such a deep state of depression, like losing a parent, it is something that's really traumatic. Anything we say or do may not even get into their head. So just be there for her. If she asks you anything, just listen to her. That's the best way to sort this. It will not help if we say that, okay, your mother is fine, this is going to pass. It doesn't help. They may not be in the position to take that. So, but what you can be is, what energetic contribution can I be for this person? And everything that does not allow that, I destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. And if she does reach out to you, just listen to her. That's the best thing you can do now.
Okay, thank you. And what you said earlier, what is right about this that I'm not getting, really resonated for me, for my own grieving. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Let's ask that. There's nothing wrong with us. We always say, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with you? So what is right about me that I'm not getting? Could you tell us how to overcome the fear of the unknown? At times, one is scared to do anything. For an infinite being, fear is not true. So if you believe you're finite, you will have fear. If you know the truth that you're infinite, it is a world of uncertainty, guys. Enjoy the uncertainty. Tomorrow if I overcome the fear of uncertainty, today I'm sitting here, tomorrow I can be somewhere else in the world and I can have adventure. If I fear the unknown, then I'm going to live in the same place for the rest of my life. Your choice. What would you like? Would you like the adventure of living, or would you say that I have a fear of the unknown? And let's face it, Earth is a very uncertain planet. You don't know when there's going to be a flood or an earthquake or anything. So let's just embrace the unknown and be present. Then you will not be in the place where the earthquake is happening.
So Nithya, this question, what can I be to stop thinking, is the thing, or is it a right thing? Because sometimes there's so much of thinking going on unconsciously also, we do not realize, and there's a reel of picture that just comes right in front of you. Yeah. So what is the correct way of getting disengaged from that kind of thought process, which unconsciously come across to us?
So have you realized that that's not helping you?
Yes.
Then let it go. That's the easiest way. That's all. Simple. If you know it's not working for you, why would you choose it? Why would you continue choosing it?
So it comes, the thought just comes.
That's an excuse. If you know it's not working for you, is it your thought? Is it your...
So I tell you, I just got up and 30 minutes class. So when you get up and only these thoughts sometimes, and kind
of... Namrita, I'm not able to hear you. But let's not get into the story. If you tell a story of why what, you're just again giving you an excuse to think that way. Okay, it's not working for you, let it go. It's simple.
Okay.
It's a choice. If you know it's not working for you, for what reason would you choose it again? Everything that brought up and let down will you destroy and uncreate. Right, wrong. So everywhere you guys have believed that it's not your mind and you can never control it, and it's so hard to control your mind, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad. Isn't it your mind?
Yes.
So it listens to you, doesn't it? You don't have to listen to it. So everywhere you've decided your mind is so much more powerful than you, you have to listen to it. And it does not listen to you. Will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong? not popcorn and shots, boys and beyonds. Just tell your mind stop. When you catch yourself thinking, just stop. That's it. Okay? Okay, Aditi wants a question.
In order to actualize our ask, we need to ask the universe.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So, in order to actualize your ask, you need to make a demand to the universe and forget it, so that your ask actualizes.
It's not as simple as that. First of all, you request the universe. Okay, the universe is your partner and something that's working with you. If I'm working with you, Aditi, will I demand you or will I request you? Yeah. Request the universe, make a demand of yourself that you will not get in your own way. And make a demand of you to stop all your stupid thinking. And when they say forget about it, it means you don't attach to how it will come, when it, because every day if you're thinking of it, every day if you don't, when you don't forget about it, today if I look at my desire and say it's not yet come, it didn't happen, then I stop it. So that's the reason they say forget about it. If today I can ask the question with the same energy, with the faith that it happens, then I don't have to forget. I can just keep asking. Okay, and no expectations on how it will come. And whatever, and then the belief that the universe will give you something better always. So if that doesn't happen, there's always something better. And I've seen it again and again. Some of the things that I perceived as the worst thing in my life turned out to be the best. And something that I thought I lost this because it was so good, I got something.
So, what do you mean by?
Huh? Sorry?
You choose it.
I can't hear you, Ma.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So, what do you mean by choosing that same thing again and again every day?
What do I mean by what? What? Come again?
Choosing it every day to actually.
I didn't hear the one word which I'm supposed to hear, I guess.
I'll type it.
Sounds better. Want to have ease
in
in making.
choosing it every day. What do you mean by choosing it every day?
What do I mean? So it's just in this 10 seconds, I choose to be happy. Tomorrow I can be sad, but then I again choose to be happy. So every day I choose to be, every day I choose to live in my truth. It is a choice. That choice is available every moment. So in this moment, I can be like really amazing talking to all you guys. Next moment, I can go and cry. I have a choice. Not that I will. So choosing every moment. If you desire greatness, right? And I'm sure all of your desires might include some greatness or something big. For example, if I choose to be in a big house, then I have to live like my prayers are answered. So for 10 seconds, if I say I don't have a house or if I cry, is that matching the energy of my desire? Then will I delay it or will I actualize it? That's what it means. Choosing every day again, choosing to be in that energy, making that choice of whatever you call it, believing in yourself, having faith, knowing that when 90% of your desires have come, the rest will also come, or knowing that the universe has not given it, so the universe is doing something much bigger. It's going to give it in a better way. That's what it is. So
I have a question here.
Yes.
Okay. I had been asking for recognition in office. Now I have an opportunity to present for like 500 people in my office. Yeah, and I'm like shit scared now. I'm like, I asked for it, it showed up, and now I'm like finding ways to escape it.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Somehow I feel that am I capable of doing it? Or can I do it? I'm like, it showed up. It's definitely my creation that it showed up. And like now I'm finding ways I don't know how to escape this now.
So everywhere you thought the desire was unachievable, and you really you wanted to make yourself so right in believing it was unachievable. So now when you achieve it, you still want to believe it's unachievable. Will you destroy it and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, what?
Yes.
And are you excited or do you want to?
I'm excited somewhere, but yeah, presenting in front of 500 people, I'm like.
Okay, let's just do this. what can I be or do different so that this presentation that I give turns out better than what I imagined. At pot. Just keep running this till the presentation comes, okay? And you can do it because you've actualized it, and all 500 people are insignificant.
Yeah.
Do it. They're insignificant. The size, numbers, everything is insignificant. What matters is you know how to present and you will. Okay?
Yeah.
So just run this process. I'm going to close, guys. It's 10. So I'm just going to take one last question. I have a class after this. Someone says, I want to make ease in making firm decisions. No, make choices every moment that helps. Don't make firm decisions. Decisions means you've made something for the rest of your life and you'll never change it. Is that what you like? We change our shoes every day. Do you like to wear the same shoe every day? Please, I don't, right?
Hello.
So, yeah.
Nithya,
So,
hi.
yeah. Hello.
Yeah, even those small choices, it becomes difficult for me to take decision at it moment by moment. They keep on changing. That's what.
Okay. Everywhere I've decided that I cannot make a choice. Will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes. Yes.
And everywhere I've been told as a kid that I've always made a wrong choice. And everywhere I've been so wronged that I would choose not to make a choice today. Will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong. So, and then follow what is light. When you make a choice, ask before making the choice, you can ask, will this choice create for me? And then follow your lightness. When you ask, will this choice create for me? If it feels light, go for it. If it doesn't feel light, don't go for it.
Will this choice, is this choice
Will
light
this
for me?
choice create for me? Will this choice create for me?
Will this choice create for me?
Yes, create for me.
What does that mean?
Creation means something better. So whenever I make a choice, it will always propagate me to something better. Destruction is something not. So when I ask, will this choice create for me? If I get a no, that means it's going to destroy something. So I won't choose it. But when I ask, will this choice create for me? And it feels light, that means it's. Then if I choose it, something better will show up.
Okay, I'll try.
And then start playing with it. Tomorrow you just ask, before you wear a dress, will this choice create for me? Whichever dress you're wearing. Before you drink water, will this choice create for me? Start with small things. Small things that are insignificant. It doesn't matter if it goes wrong. And then slowly you'll start building the muscle.
Okay, I'll.
How much fun can I have with choosing what is light?
Wow.
Everything that is not a
Yes.
Okay, Swarna is asking stopping hair fall. Maybe, but let's not ask for that. Hair will fall. Let's ask, what can I be for every hair that falls? Godzillion more grow back. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nature. And you have to do that like Godzillion times. Don't assume that because I said it once, all your hair is going to grow back. Please repeat Godzillion times. And you can also get body processes done for a lot of different access body processes. Okay, guys, I'm over time. So I'm going to just say a very quick goodbye to all of you because I have a class right now. Have a great day. Have a great
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday again.
Bye.
Take care,
Thank you so much, Nithya.
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you, Nithya. Have a
Thank
great
you and
day.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.